Moose 3971. And Mike Haley 7. So there's Moose.
What's up?
And what are you drinking tonight, Moose?
Diet Coke with Benchmark 8.
Yeah.
Bourbon, Kentucky bourbon.
$12
Bourbon.
13. Okay, I'm not a cheap.
With tax, $13.48.
I like the good stuff. I can't help it. I like to splurge every once in a while.
Anyway. So, what did we do today?
Nothing. We rode to. I'm looking for your videos. I'm getting the comments there. We drove the Chesapeake Bay Bridge.
Yep.
In Virginia.
He can even stomp out the syllables if you ask him to.
Well.
Chesapeake.
You're such a dick. The only person watching is me, by the way.
Now there's 3 people. Hello, 3 people. So I apologize for the lateness of this broadcast.
We just got back recently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to put it over here and you got to tell me if it's in the right spot.
167, you said?
Is that okay?
I can see it. Goldwing Moment says, hi guys. Who's doing the reading chat? What are you doing?
I'm waiting for it to catch up with what I just did.
Oh my god, yeah. It's...
Yeah, that looks alright.
Or they're bringing sexy back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we drove, I think, once it was 467 miles, I think what you said in the garage.
468 miles.
Okay, 468. And we left this morning around 10:30 and got back at about 11. So we kicked it out that small ride, but it took forever to get there. We did the back way. I mean, you probably saw Mike's live from the bridge, right?
Yeah, I did a live video from the other side of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, the side that's on the Delmarva Peninsula. And
the bridge was really awesome.
mm-hmm.
The driving in Virginia in that general vicinity, frightening as hell.
Well, we weren't exactly rushing to get out of the house because we're relaxed pace. So we get on the bikes and we get going about 10:30, 11 o'clock. I think 10:30-ish. And we decided we were going to go the back way. So Highway 42 in North Carolina, 42 East to, I think, all the way out to like Route 13/58, I think is where we kind of went north. And then up to, Virginia Beach, and then 64 and 264 and all that across the Bay Bridge. It's $14 per bike.
Yep.
So there's that.
Mike paid for that.
Yep. Oh, he gonna pay me back.
Oh, I'm gonna pay. Every butt cheek saying, pull out my willy.
Grab your butt cheeks and pull out my willy. Fill you, stir your asshole like a hot bowl of chili.
It is the worst. Jesus Christ.
Sorry. Kids, don't watch this. It's 11 o'clock at night. You shouldn't be up anyway. Go to bed.
40.
Don't you have any
But
homework?
yeah, so 467, 468 on the miles. We took the back way, which was a lot of fun.
Technically, it was 467.8 miles.
Yeah, we rounded up. We stopped for gas and we finally ate at Chick-fil-A. Had Cobb salads each. We got a banana at the gas station prior to that for basic lunch.
We were good.
And not like a laugh ha-ha trip because we thought we were going to die a few times, I think, from the traffic and the area.
Golly.
Wrecked.
Road reality, John. My apologies for thinking that you didn't have it as bad as you do out there. My God, the drivers are terrible.
What was up? We were at Chesapeake. We were in the Chesapeake area at Frank's Truck Service. And we had to get on the highway. But to get on the highway, not only did you first we turned the wrong way, because I didn't understand the situation we were in. That was my fault. We had to
This on the way back.
over 3 lanes of traffic to get back over there where you could turn. Then you had to stop again. Then you got to turn onto the highway into the fast lane.
Yep.
They don't give you a lane to turn into. They're barreling barely.
Yeah, so you have to cross. So
Road reality.
it brings.
Laugh out loud.
Oh, there you go. See, yeah.
With the mule says hands hello, and Michael Stevens, what gas at out you what your way? Ours in California is past $5. Ours is not past $5.
No, it's like $3.40
a gallon.
$3.40 something. Yeah. So we leave this weird gas station / restaurant, and we go down the road, and it kind of comes around to the right, and now you got there's a highway going this way, so you got to cross over 3 lanes of that, all of it, really fast. Vroom! And now you're in the middle, and there's this big grassy islandy thing with trees and stuff, and you're sitting there, and there's a cross street, and there's vehicles on the other way. They're probably trying to get across to the side you just came from,
Right.
and you got to make a left, and you're making a left into the speed lane on a 60-mile-per-hour highway. That's stupid. And I kind of misjudged. I couldn't tell. Was the guy in our lane or was he in the middle lane? I couldn't tell for a second. I hesitated.
Mike tried to kill us.
Almost got us killed. But anyway, I popped it into sport mode, and I was boogieing.
There's quite a lag between live video and what's happening.
Yeah, it's funny. He's watching it,
Right.
and it's at least a minute
way
behind.
So I'm sorry if the answers aren't coming up.
Maybe.
Road reality, we have lots of that around here. I am so sorry. That sucks. That sucks. I've never seen
traffic
like it.
was just insane, and I never saw so many bad drivers in such a short span of time. People up each other's butts, up my butt.
Oh yeah,
people
you got in an argument with a guy in a
yeah, I ended up
Porsche 300 on the way there.
He was so close behind me, and I was staggered, so I was to the left of the car ahead of me, and somebody had already cut Moose off, and he was behind a pickup truck.
Jam because of construction.
Yeah. So I'm hugging the left side so that if anybody hits me, I'm not going to get squished. And I'm close to this car that's ahead of me, but I'm off to the side of it a little bit. And this motherfucker decides he wants to basically share a lane with me almost. And every time I turn, he's like right there on my butt. And I'm trying to keep a close enough distance to the guy ahead of me so that nobody cuts in on me, because you know that's how they do.
That's what happened to me.
It already happened to him.
Flip View Mule says $4 a gallon in Murphy for gas.
Mm.
Road reality, try the 495 west to 270 north junction. I showed it in a video. You have to cross 6 lanes in less than a mile if you were in the HOV lane and need to take the first exit. Jesus.
Yeah, that reminds me of getting off the Tobin Bridge. You'd have to merge
says, yikes.
across 5 lanes
Yeah.
in rush hour traffic because the exit was right there.
I don't mind going across the lanes. I just found it weird. I mean, I guess the way they have it laid out, there's not much of a way around it. But it's weird because it's like straight 90 instead of being like a angle to get back on the other, go across the angle onto the road. So you got a little woo.
Yeah, they didn't give you like a rumble strip or, a running start. You just turn left, you're on the road.
It's just
Anyway.
weird. Just different.
So this guy in the Chrysler 300, I finally get fed up with it because he's so close. And so I turn and I'm like, motherfucker, move back. And I'm like, go back, move back. I'm like, right up my ass. And he's still there after I said that. So finally, I pulled way over to the side, and I just waved him like, fucking pass me. And I said a few nice things to him. I let him know that he was number one in my heart. I was like pissed. And after he, passed me and he was up the ass of the guy in front of him now, we maintained a respectful distance because we are educated, apparently.
Well,
We're not animal.
I can't spell, but
He can't spell, but he knows how to
says,
follow.
How are you guys? We're good. We made it. We had fun. It was a good day.
So anyway,
Giuliano, I think his name is. I'm sorry, I'm totally screwing your name up. My apologies.
sorry.
Maybe.
People who were in both lanes at the same time, nobody knew how to use a damn turn signal. One person was trying to get over to the right exit, and then he had his right blinker on, there were 2 lanes to go in the right exit, and then he decides he's going to, with the right blinker on, go into the left of the 2 lanes going to the right. And then at the very last second decides he's going to go in the straight thing that he was exiting from and going over the triangle-y thing and cutting people off there. And that we saw stuff like that every other second. Brr. Brr. Maybe it's because it's by Virginia Beach and people are just daffy. I don't understand, but I did not like it. The Chesapeake Bay Bridge was beautiful. The water was wonderful, and the wind, it was nice and cool, and it was clear. It wasn't a rainy day or nothing. We saw all these ships lined up. Oh, hopefully you saw the other video. But it was fun. Now, on the way to that whole thing, going through North Carolina, it was nice. There was a lot of nothing. Like, ooh, soybean field. Ooh, soybean field. Ooh, soybean field. Ooh, soybean field. Tobacco? No, not tobacco. Soybean field. Over and over and over. But it was fine. It's like, oh, look, trailer park houses. Ooh, old abandoned farmhouses. Ooh.
We did have fun on the one road where it got a little curvy. It's kind of like a one-laner.
Yeah.
Road where narrow road, you know, goes on between other sections of highways to get you from one to the other.
Yep.
Those old roads. We had fun on that.
Navigation rerouted us because apparently there was construction on one segment of 13, and we went these back roads.
Flip and the Buell Mule said I crossed the Chesapeake Bay Bridge in 1970. Wow.
If it was after September, I was a baby. If it was before September, I was, what do you call it, an embryo?
I wasn't even a thought.
Nope, you were not even a twinkle in your daddy's eye.
I wasn't even a thought for 6 years.
Yep.
Maybe a thought then.
Well, we're thinking now.
Well, you know, whatever.
So tonight I'm drinking Lafroig Scotch, and he's drinking $12 bourbon, which is fine.
It's really good. It's Benchmark 8. Remember, you liked it a lot.
It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine.
No, you said it on the trip. You loved it. Petty stuff, Mikey. That's from Road Reality. Basically, he's telling you to fuck off.
Yeah, petty stuff. I don't know which part was petty, but anyway.
Hey, Road Reality. What's his?
John.
John. What stogies do you smoke? Out of curiosity, I saw your video today in there. I'm gonna subscribe, by the way. I just probably don't have it. Probably not subscribed to you yet for some reason. But I noticed you were smoking a stogie in your video. Remember, I used to smoke those going down the road. It was not an easy task. I noticed you got a pretty good sized one, so cigar.
And it's so effortless. Oh, God. Yeah, the size of the thing you were putting in your mouth was pretty girthy.
I have a glass of Irish whiskey. Forgot which one. What kind? That's Road Reality. I smoke diesels, CAOs, and various other stogies I get for cheap. Yeah, I used to buy them. I always liked the stogie because it lasted a long time.
Don't get him started again.
Yeah, I'm not going to start smoking gas stuff for him. I'm going to go just a cigar.
He's still got consumption lung from the last time he vaped.
No, somebody's going to die from something.
Anyway.
You know.
So we had a very good time. And, you know, when you ride with somebody consistently over years and years, you figure each other out, you know. So,
he knows I can't spell.
Yeah, I know he can't spell, and he knows I can't figure my way which way to go.
Pronounce words.
You can't pronounce
Or
words.
barely get through life without tripping and falling down.
I can't find the correct way out of a parking lot.
I thought it was funny where you guys are right up here, so I'm thinking, okay, we're going down this highway to the right. I just turned. I wasn't.
Well, I meant right as in the right that we ended up taking, and then
I know. I just
I thought
when I saw the highway, my first thought was, we're not going to cross 3 lanes of traffic.
I don't know. That's exactly what we were gonna do.
You know, I'm not used to that.
Yeah, neither was I.
Now we did leave Chick-fil-A. I'm not sure where we went wrong, but I made a U-turn and took off, and Mike didn't make the U-turn because there wasn't enough room.
Well, there were cars
How
coming,
long did it take you to get going?
and he had a very short gap,
I made it.
and he's like, "Screw this," and he bangs a UE.
Scraped it on
And
the way
it
through.
did not with enough time for me to actually even react. Just like bye, bitch. Like,
yeah, cigars
So-
do burn up fast enough. I remember smoking cigarettes. Go ahead, we'll tell the story.
Anyway, So I ended up taking a left, going down a side street, going through a little mini mall, and coming up another side street, and then taking a right.
Oh, that's why I didn't see you.
Yeah.
I'm looking down the road like, what the fuck? Did he go past me? I'm thinking I missed you.
No.
Yeah, that was a nice Yui I made, though. Wasn't it? I mean, I laid the peg on the ground. It was good, though, wasn't it? Whatever.
Wait. I'm going to play you a tune just for you.
But what, did it look good?
It looked very impressive.
Okay, good.
You prick.
For a DCT tune, anybody out there had drives one with a clutch DCC? DC, I don't even know how to spell that.
He can't say DCT, but he can ride the hell out of one.
I can't even spell DCT. But anyways,
is the Q silent?
It's even harder on a DCT. You gotta really get used to the throttle. I'm be interested if the new ones, the new Gold Wings, are that much easier on throttle as they said they were.
Yeah.
Anyways, I used to also smoke quite a years back, and I started with cigarettes, road reality, and I can agree. He said they blew up like Looney Tunes on a cigar one day because they burn so fast.
Oh, yeah, it's like the cartoons.
When
yeah.
Art, Debbie, and myself were on our way to Sturgis in 2007, I had bought my Road King the year prior, and I was a smoker at that time. I smoked, I think, Marlboro Reds at the time. Might be Camel, something like that. Art and Debbie also did, but they had a sports hood, not a windshield. My Road King did have a windshield. So after we got out of Michigan, I'm not going to tell a story, we stopped wearing our helmets, but I would like the cigarettes because I had cruise control. So I would take the cigarette, I'd go down the tank, I'd light it, I'd hand it off to him, I'd light another one, I'd hand it off to him, I'd light mine, I'd smoke it. And you go through a cigarette, usually when you smoke regular, 8 to 10 minutes. Going on a bike is like fucking 4.
Yeah, the wind's blowing right into it.
It's like, this was worth the money. So,
I never smoked my entire life.
but cigars work better.
Asthma.
I used to get Swisher Sweets when I was younger.
Oh, my stepfather used to.
Because they'd last longer on the bike than a cigarette. That's my life story.
I bought a Gandalf pipe once, and I thought, let me smoke some weed out of this. And it wasn't weed. I got this special stuff that wasn't weed. It was like herbs or something that was supposed to be, oh, it calms you, this, that, whatever. And the moment nope, I ended up giving that to my brother. He probably broke it. Anyway, we had a very, very good ride. 468 miles. My goodness.
What's that? About 900 miles for us went together on the trip for riding this time.
Yeah.
After being at Mike's house and going out on rides here and there. We didn't ride every day.
Nope.
Motorcycles.
We did 10 miles on the bicycles. That was nice. Well, no, 15 miles if you include the first time.
Tetley Tea.
Tetley Tea? I like Tetley Tea. So who else is... Oh, okay. Flip. Hey, Flip. How you doing, buddy? So, yeah, we had a wicked good time. I wouldn't go again because
does anybody know
traffic.
how far below the ocean?
Oh yeah,
the tunnel sits.
Let's crowdsource this. Can someone please Google this for us? How deep below water is the tunnel, or are the tunnels for the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel Complex? Whatever. I don't know. But they have to be pretty deep because those, big freighters going through, right? We saw 13 freighters lined up. Who?
Smoking in that. That's just stupid. Not what he said. We're just going by the fact that I thought, well, I'll record our thing so I can just put it on my mileage thing. Stop recording that.
Oh well. So, yeah. For the very first time, ever, I remember to set my trip computer in the driveway. So I have a precise measurement. Yeah. So we got in, what, about 10:30 or so?
Almost 11.
Almost 11 we got in.
40 feet roof of the tunnel. Wow.
Wow.
Where's below there then? That's some flip fuel. Flip the blue.
Thanks, Flip.
That's some flip. I'm sorry. The blue fuel. Jesus Christ.
Man, 1970. I was just a wee little thing. Man. But, you know, I imagine at some point, hopefully, if I live long enough, if I'm lucky and live long, I can say that to some other whippersnapper. Like, somebody said, I just went to the back of the Dragon. Like, I was there in 2000. Stroking a beard I don't have, but you know what I mean. Yeah. I've been riding since your daddy was in diapers.
You're an idiot.
Well, I never argued against that. I mean, that's patently obvious.
6 feet around the inside. Flip again.
Cool. Thanks, Flip.
I knew it had to be deep enough for a freighter to get across because they're obviously above it. That's the only reason they're there, so they can. Otherwise, they would bridge all the way across. Can you imagine that? You don't go this way. You turn around, go the way.
He likes to go deep.
I'd like to, I just can't.
Sorry, he likes to be gone deep. Gone.
I don't know why everything's got to go convertible.
That is so inappropriate. You should not make jokes like that.
Just FYI.
You should be proud of who you are.
Somebody's going to see these videos in the future and they're never going to believe him and I aren't gay. And there's
True.
nothing wrong with being a homosexual. I'm not
No.
at all. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And we're not.
We make the jokes
People are gonna
all
think we
the time.
Well, I'm not.
I mean, remember that the Grand Teton trip? The
Yeah.
hotel? He's out at his bike
Oh my God.
in the
no.
trunk doing whatever.
Those are on
And I just come out of the shower, so I had on, you know, my towel or something. I was covered from the waist down. But anyway, I had no shirt on. And I open up the curtains and I see him there, just right outside the window. And I just went bang, bang. And he turns and looks and I went, ugh. Like the cable guy when he put his chest on the window.
You know, he's in the prison. So Flip the B Mule said, I helped build the 3rd Haba tunnel in Boston.
Wait.
Hahbah.
No, I know what he's talking about. So, Flip, you built the 3rd Haba tunnel? So you got the Callahan, you got the Sumner. So did you do the Ted Williams? Which one did you do? You were on the Big Dig? I got to find out now. Were you ever hear of a company called Crane Service? You ever know anybody who was in Local 4?
He said from the airport.
So that would have been, I think it's the Callahan coming out.
And the Big Dig.
And the Sumner going in. And then the bypass, the Ted Williams. So I guess you did the Ted Williams? Wow. You probably ran in the same kinds of circles that my dad ran in. You ever know Dave Jones? Crazy Dave Jones, who was a butt man for the Mafia? Winter Hill Gang? He's dead now, so I don't know what all he did, but I know he did. He went on missions with Tony, and he worked for Ziggy.
Happy Cigar, Local 4 saved my life.
Really? What cigar?
Ralphie Cigar. I'm guessing that's his name.
Oh, Ralphie Cigar. All right, Local 4. My dad and his brother were Local 4. Bob Jones and Dave Jones. And Dave was a maniac, and Bob was a nice guy. He always opened the hood of his car. Whenever he would park his car, he'd open up the hood. So it cools the engine off. It lasts longer that way. And Gammond worked for Crane Service and was Local 4. And he put the steeple back on one church up in the north end. They got in the Manitowoc brochure back in the old days. There's a picture of my grandfather looking up, and he's raising the steeple up to put it back on the church after the 1938 hurricane. So my family goes way back with the crane operating, and my grandfather, my real grandfather, because he was my step-grandfather, Gam.
Says I worked with the Julios, and he said trying to spelling because he's not sure.
Gennaro and Giulio, yeah. They were in the hunt. Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. Gennaro and Giulio. Well, so I would not be surprised if y'all had run into my dad at some point. Hopefully, he was nice to you. Hopefully, you didn't owe any money to somebody, because that was what my dad would. If my dad showed up at your door, you screwed up. Anyway, yeah. So my real grandfather, the one my dad never knew, his name was Louis Jones out of Dorchester, and he was a painter. He would put his arm up and he would paint the signs on the doors and stuff, and he'd paint all the windows in the businesses. He was in the Seabees over in the war, and he put the gold leaf on the clock tower of the customs house, and also on the State House dome. So every time family would drive by either of those two places, my aunts and my uncles they told me that their parents would say, your grandfather and your father, they put the gold leaf on that. So we're very proud of that fact. When you look at the skyline of Boston, you're looking at my family. My father, my grandfather, my other grandfather, my uncle. Seabrook, the nuclear power plant, my father and my uncle, they were in the two cranes. Uncle was in the top crane, my dad was in the second crane, and one lowered the nuclear reactor in and the other put the dome on top. So, yeah. And my sister was protesting outside. Anyway. What else is going on? Anything? Oh, he's over there choosing emojis. Look at him. Are you on Pornhub again? Keep telling him about the Pornhub.
Oh, he's on Pornhub.
Damn it.
Sending him a...
You're never going to find that midget clown porn. Anyway, what?
I'm sending him a thumbs up on his...
Thumbs up.
comment. He said, "Flip the Needle says State Street, very cool."
State Street. Yeah. I used to work at Harbor Towers.
I don't know why I didn't do this on my iPad. I could have typed it.
Tower 2 front desk was me for 6 years, from 1989 to 1995. I worked out there. And we had Tower 1, Tower 2, they were twin towers. You see where I'm going with this? It hit especially hard for me. Lucky I was in Honolulu at the time, because I definitely would have driven to New York and helped out. And I would probably be a goner, because I got asthma real bad. I think I've done the most Boston accent I've done in years on this video.
I think so.
Sorry about that, folks. I don't know if you like it or not. Uh-oh. Comment.
Hey, Rodeo, did either of you buy a Hero 12? No, I didn't think there was enough of an upgrade to go from the Hero 10. I don't use mine enough. I mean, I like some of the features it had. I didn't look at all the features, so I'm not going to speak for perfect.
We'll go buy one tomorrow.
I mean,
We did get the Sena 50C, both of us.
Yeah, just for communicating. The camera, it's Sena, you know, right? It's not,
And the showy Neotech 2, 3?
you got the showy
Neotech 2?
You got the Neotech 2. I have the Neotech 1. Neotech 3 is released in Europe. It should be here this next 4 or 5 months.
So I got the Neotech 2, and I gotta say,
I got
it
mine.
is
It showed
comfy.
up today. What do you think of it? I mean, I only saw a few things on YouTube. I just didn't think it was.
Oh, the 2?
Up no 12. Hero 12.
Oh, Hero 12. Yeah. Is it good?
He's got some log stuff and things. If he's doing a lot of editing like he said he does, he's probably going to like to have the log where he can do his own color grading a little more.
Yeah.
Is that right?
What do
Log
you
grading,
use,
log?
Road Reality, for your... How do you edit your video? Oh, and he was wondering what your sound system is, because he was
Yeah.
very impressed with
I
how...
saw the mic on your media mod. I was wondering
Yeah,
what you had.
there was absolutely no wind noise
I haven't
whatsoever.
really shot any footage down to 12 yet, but I find it doesn't play well with the remote. I edit my videos in Resolve. Oh, that's cool.
DaVinci Resolve. Yep.
Yeah, so the GPS remote doesn't work well. That sucks.
Yeah,
I think
sorry.
it would because the Hero 10, 11, it's probably because they haven't done an update yet, maybe for the I don't know why they wouldn't work. It's weird. I don't usually use my remote much. I have them. I have one with my Ashley 360 as well. I hear the new Max 2's coming out here soon, finally, but I'll be honest, nothing against GoPro, nothing against 360. I don't use my 360 enough now. I don't think I'm going to buy another one for quite a long time. I use the remote all the time. Yeah, I should use mine more. Mine's right in the helmet though, so I just beep it and it's right in front. I notice yours is on the side, so the remote probably would be really helpful. Because you wouldn't, it's hard to hear anything. You wouldn't know if you're recording most of the time, you know? Although I did use the remote for my GoPro a shit ton on the Arizona trip.
Ah.
If I'd have been going on a trip, I would have had the remotes with me. Because I was coming here, I thought, I'm not too worried, concerned about it.
So I recorded with the 50C a lot.
He says he'll probably get the Max 2 when it comes out. I bet it'll be good. I have the X3 already, and I don't use that enough, so I don't see, for me, any reason to upgrade to the. I mean, I say it now.
Oh, he's gonna get it.
Oh my god! You know, I'm terrible. With the
I
Buell,
got the,
he said I got one. I'm guessing the Hero 12 or Hero 12 flip. I think.
I got the 10. This is the 10, and this is the SD card.
That does make sense. Road reality. That does make sense, John. I hear all the beeps, but I run multiple cameras. So yeah, if I ran more than one GoPro, I probably would use my remote because I can turn on like I can't remember how many you said. The long remote makes it much easier to only record what I want. Is why I'm pissed the 12 doesn't play well the remote. Hopefully an update will come out and they'll fix it because that's bullshit. Because basically, this, for the most part, they didn't change the menus at all, did they? On the Hero 12, I mean, it's the same menus and stuff. And that remote goes off Bluetooth. Is that correct? I got the remote. That kind of sucks. Hopefully they'll get that fixed pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's got to be an update for the camera. It's got to be a firmware problem.
And you see, y'all are talking shop, which is great. I'm over here like, hi, it's Clip Champ.
The 12 has different menus on the screen than the 10. Oh shit.
Oops.
So they updated the menus. I hope they're not going to pull that bullshit. Well, here's another new remote. Because I have the new one is the GPS remote. The one that goes with the 10, the 9 to 10, and I'm guessing the 11. And then the old remote I had after the Hero 5 years back, which I imagine works with the 5, 6, 7, and 8 do well. But one's a GPS and one's a Wi-Fi. It seems like in my memory. I can't remember. Hero 12 itself updated the remote. I just went back to the old version of the firmware on the remote and it didn't fix it. So it's the Hero 12 problem. Son of a bitch. The smart remote works with the 3 and 8. The remote works with the 8 and 12. Okay, cool. 8 through 12 plus the neck. So the fact it's not working with the 12 probably right now. Because I had both remotes. Oh, one thing I missed about the old remote, and I never really used it. I wish I could use it now because I'm always looking for places to mount my remotes. Which last time I went on a trip I did it on my cell phone, which worked, but yeah. Is that little thing that metal hook that clipped into the bottom of the remote. Wish they wouldn't have got rid of that. And then I always had problems. They always sell those straps with them, and I got a pretty good. I don't think my wrist is that big, but apparently my wrist is. Like never fits.
I don't know where I got this, but I love this thing. Because this goes around this thing, you know, like that. And then I strap this thing around the mirror, and then it holds it on really well. It's like the extra piece in case the sticky mount fails. Because you remember that time when I had the GoPro 7 and it fell off at 80 miles an hour, and my fat ass ran across the highway to get it. Anyway, yeah.
It says, in case you missed it, I answered your audio question in a video. The thumbnail text is above. Scroll up.
Cool. He's scrolling up.
Moose, you can get an adapter for the Insta360 mic. That's on flip. Yeah, I have the adapter for the mic for that. I just didn't bring it with me.
Because he's a dumbass. But he's our dumbass, so we love him anyway.
Well, I just didn't think I needed it. I was wrong. I'm not seeing it. I don't know why.
That's all right. He'll figure it out.
So my audio's fine. I just thought your audio was really good for a half hour. That's why I was asking.
He has got such an amazing amount of stuff. Batteries on top of batteries and charging and stuff. So he saved my bacon every time. You know, he's got these extra battery packs that I charge my phone off of, and Sena.
New ones, because the ones for the
they're like 7 years old now.
$14 batteries. They work great for a while.
Yeah,
We
and
love
then
the Moose anyhow. According to Flip.
Who?
Flip says we love the Moose anyhow.
Yeah, we love the Moose
You
anyhow.
should go by that. This should be my name. The Moose.
The Moose. I like it. The Moose.
The Moose. There's a better name. I didn't come up with that before. Yeah, his
Too late.
Road Reality's audio for a half helmet.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That's great.
Yep. Could not hear any wind at all. Everything came across clearly.
Your edits are really good too.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I love that Road Reality sign you got behind your shoulder, sort of. That's cool. I don't have the skill or the energy to do that, but I would
I
like
do most of
to.
my editing now on LumaFusion because I can just do it on my iPad on the road, and I do it at home that way. No, I have Final Cut Pro on my Apple. I love that program.
I had Vegas Movie Studio, but it just stopped working. It won't open. I went online to try to find out why. Other people have the same problem, and there's really no solution to it. So I don't know. Vegas Movie Studio, I don't know, 16, 17, 18.
He says I can make it, Road Reality says I can make the audio, he's basically, I can make the audio better if I want, but I leave the engine and wind noise in for ambience. I love doing the logo behind me trick. It literally takes 2 minutes per video.
That's cool. Oh, there's a bug flying around in my ear. Anyway, so yeah, we had a good time. So tomorrow, Moose and I will probably, the Moose and I will either do a short bike trip. We could do Highway 42 to Sanford again and go to a restaurant there, maybe get ice cream like we did that time. Remember the train?
Does it involve?
It's a nice twisty road.
Yeah. Does it involve masking at all when you do that logo, or is it just 2 layers?
Is it the keyframe? Look at me with the lingo.
I'm following the Moose's lead AI from now on.
Yeah.
Sanford, Maine? No, Sanford.
Oh, sorry, Sanford, North Carolina, which is about 40, 45 minutes away, depending.
Yeah. Okay, so it's basically, he says it's a Da Vinci's Resolve Magic Mask feature. Yeah, the masking. I was gonna get. I don't know if LumaFusion has masking. I bet it does. Nah, it's an app. The Final Cut Pro is masking. I like my Final Cut Pro. The only reason I switched to LumaFusion, 1, I'm stupid, so it's simple for me to use. 2, I didn't want to take my MacBook with me when I first got it because it cost so much. I didn't want to take it on the road. And 3, the iPad Pro, for what I do, I mean, nobody watches my shit anyways.
Mike,
It's
you need
small,
another drinky
it's-
poo. I'll be right back.
It fits in the pouch, and I like the size of it. I haven't upgraded my iPad since 2020. They haven't come up with anything for me yet that's been enough of a game changer for me to switch. That's cool, the masking thing with the planner tracker, the track a plane and frame. I stick my logo on that, and that's the magic mask myself in front. I showed that a while back, and that's cool.
Yeah, I think John has either a channel or a playlist where he shows how he does it.
Flip the View Mule must be Sanford, North Carolina. It's 4 hours and 40 minutes away from him. Well, they didn't live, a lot of people live around you, don't you?
I got a friend who lives in Sanford, Maine.
Doesn't, where's Flip? I can't remember Flip. Isn't he from
Flip, he's from Florida originally.
I mean, no.
Lived in Massachusetts for years and years, and now he's in North Carolina. He's on western North Carolina. Did I get that right? I think I got
he's in Virginia, you said, right near where we were going today. An hour away from where we were going.
Yeah, it's just a little bit north of Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
I am really sorry, John, about
Playlist
that.
Mike called Da Vinci Resolve tutorial. I think the latest few videos are where I show how I combine effects.
Yeah, I mean, all praises to you, because you are the man when it comes to the editing. I am as lazy as it goes. See, a lot of y'all don't know this, but I hearken back to the early days, the horse and buggy days of the motovlogging thing. 2007, 8, 9, that kind of thing. And we used to have the cameras up against our noses. The Kodak V570 was the original motovlogging camera.
My original camera.
What was his name?
Fucking style.
88 Hawaii, Morta 13, the Smyrna Cowboy, Suburban Rider, Iceman. He's God rest his soul. But we would put cameras in front of our noses. I had a Canon that could shoot digital, and I had the strap around my wrist, and I would film it, and then I'd flip, and then I would break, and then flip it back.
That.
Yeah, if you go back and watch my two beer boot ride, I think I did that. I had a little GoPro on the top. The Vado cameras, when I got into the motovlogging proper, where I was actually talking at the same time instead of overdubbing.
My first one doing it proper was I had it originally on my crash bar, my Road King, just because I wanted to record. I didn't even know anything about YouTube at that time. like 2010, 9, 10.
9 or 10, yeah.
It was after you started, so you.
Did you do the polar bear challenge? We had a polar bear challenge.
I did polar bear.
People in multiple countries competing to see who could ride in the coldest weather and the most mileage in the coldest weather.
I had mine on the crash bar, then I finally went to the style. I think it was yours or Chuck. I can't remember what it was. The Olympus style camera.
Oh,
I
yeah.
knocked out I bought a helmet just for that, notched it out so it fit in there. I didn't ride a full face.
Wow. Yeah. I was a half helmet. I actually did the half helmet motovlog because there was a guy named, what was that guy's name? He was a Harley rider, rode a Sportster. I can't remember his name right now, but he was awesome, and he was the originator of the ability to ride with a half helmet and a microphone that was worth a damn. And I contacted him, and he told me how he did it.
Was it Triple X Deadhead?
Triple X Deadhead, yes. Anyway, he was the first one who really made it work. And then I got into it, and I was doing it. So right around 2014, 2015, you can see me doing that on my 2014 Ultra.
Then the Sena backpack came in. That was a game changer for the GoPro. And then
That was the time. That was the Sena backpack.
Then GoPro changed the fucking camera design. And then the backpack was never a thought.
I still have that camera. I still have the backpack.
I do too. I can still use it.
Yeah, and it used to have
I used
UHD voice mode.
I used to actually take it even when I wanted to, and up to the point where I had my Triumph.
Wow.
I would take it and just throw the damn thing in the communicating thing so I could record audio to it into my dash.
Cool.
And the camera didn't matter, but I could still record audio and dump it onto my other camera. That was before the Sena came out with the fucking 10C.
Yeah, I was using Windows Movie Maker back then.
Yeah, me too.
A lot of us were. There was a website called Live Video, not Live Leak, Live Video.
That LumaFusion, I should learn to edit more.
Sorry,
I just
I'm
don't want to
sorry.
do other things, but it does a multi-cam thing you can do now where you can flip screen from multiple cameras. It'll sync it'll sync up the audio as long as there's nothing to sync. Doesn't work perfect.
Sláinte.
Look, I just started vlogging in 2021. Yeah, I started vlogging about a year before I did. Mike got me into vlogging before I even met him, because I was just looking for Road King videos.
Yeah, my very first video that wasn't worth a damn was Road King Ride to Anger. Does anybody remember that one? Where I made a really intricate video. I storyboarded it. I mean, I really did a lot of work on that.
Yeah, my main problem.
Yeah.
Well,
It's gone now.
Not very interesting. That's the major problem. But the second one is the fact that I'll do it for a while, and then I disappear.
Oh, the whole reason I brought all that up was the editing thing. You know, the new way of doing it, the zeitgeist nowadays, is content and kind of a salesmanship to it, and they have to have a lot of these videos are list videos, top 10 videos, that kind of thing, or they're teaching you how to do something. It's not like it used to be when we first started. It was, I'm going to post videos up more for myself really than anybody else, but other people will watch my life and will make friends, and that's exactly what we did. That's what it was all about. It wasn't trying to get views. It wasn't trying to make any money or have a business. It was just to have fun and share your experiences.
I miss those days.
Yeah, and so it was like the the Wild West days, I guess, of motovlogging. And now people will make snide comments about how the video had no purpose, or it was just me talking as I'm riding. Like, that's the point of a motovlog. Hello. But we harken back to the early days, and so that's just how it goes. That's why the videos I make are so basic, because that's how I started. That's how I did develop a while. I did do some really planned out things, and I did some of that content stuff where I rode a Road King 2011 and test rode this, that, the other. But now, I don't know. Work has got me so screwed up that I can barely even get on the bike, let alone make a motovlog. So, but I'm working on it.
No reality said I found out real fast. I answered this, but I'm horrible at doing lists of top 10 videos. I mean, I only do how-tos about stuff I buy and think will be fun to record and edit. I'm very similar on that. I mean, because I like making things, but I don't always do videos on every one thing I make, because sometimes I just I just want to get it
He's
done.
amazing. The stuff that he makes on his own, the mounts and different things in the bag that he has at home, the charge stuff, amazing. I'm telling you, call NASA. This guy's got the skills. He's a machinist.
Wish I had a lathe. I thought about buying a mini lathe in the mill for my garage. I just don't have the room.
Wow.
Flip Mule said, "You're good at it, John. I'm sick all the time now, so I don't."
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry to hear that, Flip. That
Sorry,
sucks.
Flip. I know that you've outlasted any prediction of any medical science, so good on you. Screw them. Right?
Alice 20101 says, "Mike taught me how to wash my Road King."
Did I really? Oh yeah, I used
I
the
remember that
Wesley's
video. Oh my
bleach
God.
white, and I used the magic eraser. Yeah,
What was it called?
that goes
Road
back.
King Productions back when you first did it.
Zuzu's Road King Production, something like that. Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. Golly, you look at those videos and you can see the early days because that was before 1080.
Looks like, I'm chronic, but thanks.
Yeah. You're like a bad penny, Flip. You keep turning up. Good for you.
Yeah, back then the videos were probably 240p.
Yeah. 240p,
Remember 1080 came out?
1080 was like.
We about all lost our
ooh.
fucking minds.
We did.
Look at the fucking. I remember 720 came out. We about lost our goddamn minds.
Dude,
Remember
we
the
sound
drift?
old. We sound
Remember the
old,
drift?
right?
It was
Drift.
it was
I
the
have
drift.
one.
Yeah, it was the drift or the GoPro.
No, not.
I had.
What was the one that was the barrel one? It was like a long barrel.
Oh, Contour.
Contour. I had a Contour. Vado. Who remembers Vado? Anybody?
I still have my Vado somewhere. It's
Or
in
Bilma.
storage.
Who remembers Bilma?
I miss Bilma.
Or wooden chairs, or Ashfoot, or DJ Sipster 4 Brakes.
Svengali before he.
Svengali before he killed himself. More Death 13, I think he's still making videos. There's so many that have come and gone. It's hard to remember the names. A lot of 88,
I'll be honest.
88 YouTube.
I mean, what about you? I mean, I don't. Well, this trip, if this had been us 8 years, 5 years ago, every day would have been a video on something.
Yeah, we were making tons of videos back
I'm
then.
doing shorts now, like here and there, something on the road, something to give, so you guys, hey, I'm out there. I got a video, I got to edit it. Today, if this had been 5 years ago, the video, I did one video today, basically. I mean, I got to do the editing after the 360.
He's also on OnlyFans.
But it would have been a video every so many.
Yeah, we
whatever.
loved it. And we, like I said,
still
we
do
had
it.
the
I still
Polar
like
Bear
it.
Challenge several years. I made a prize. It was a polar bear on a plaque with the
Yeah.
names and the years and the temperatures and all that. I mean, it was a serious deal for like
Flip.
4 or 5 years.
Flip said a Harley Trek before he disappeared. Yeah, I can't even find Harley Trek anymore. I finally, I had to accept defeat and gave up on it. I figured he didn't want to talk about whatever it is. Whatever's going on in his life is his business. I got a hold of his mother once because, she lives fairly close to him, and he apparently just didn't want it. He doesn't want to be part of it anymore, so he's probably going through whatever he's going through.
You know what?
I feel once he gets through that, if he wants to get back in touch, we're here to talk.
Mark, we're your brothers.
Flip says Mark was a good dude.
So
I hope
we're
he's
here.
doing all right.
I
think
hope
he
he's
just
doing
ran
all
into
right.
some problems. I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope he didn't have to sell his
A
bike.
lot of people ask after you all the time. And so, we had a lot of fun times riding.
I mean, it'd be nice to get in touch, man. If you're still out there, if you let us know how
We'd
you're doing.
love to hear from you. Yeah. And we hope you're well, and we hope your mom is well.
Yeah.
I hope you didn't sell DB. Oh,
Yeah,
it would
me
break
too.
my
I
heart.
imagine you probably get rid of cash if things didn't straighten up for you, but hope you still do.
Anyway, so I think we've blathered on enough. And I'm about to finish my last sip of the Lafroig. What is this called? Lafroig Select. It's Scottish. And I'm part Scottish myself. My great granny was from Glasgow. So anyway, I'm Irish, Scottish, Welsh, Danish, Portuguese, French, and German.
My dad and I said we're German, Irish, and Dutch and don't amount to much.
Ooh, I like that. It's got that rhyme scheme to
Yeah,
it.
that was my father.
Yeah. And I come from a long line of proud
My
peasantry.
dad used to love going to fairs and stuff. They actually that person out there, I can guess your name and then blah blah blah.
Oh, nobody
And
can
you
guess.
never
Shooty.
guess his name.
His name, Shooty, by the way.
No, I mean his first name.
Oh, first name. What's his first name?
Door.
Door.
D-O-R-R. Good luck guessing the one Howard right now.
D-O-R-R.
Thank God I wasn't Door Jr.
Motherfuckers couldn't spell in his entire family line.
No, it was made.
You can't even spell door correctly.
If you'd been a girl that my understanding the story goes there, they got named Dorella.
Oh, like Dora the Explorer or whatever.
But because he was a boy, they shortened it to Door. But they didn't want to make it spelled like D-O-O-R because it seemed weird when you spelled that for a fucking thing you roll through. So
D-O-R-R.
They spelled
And
D-O-R-R.
what nationality?
German, Irish, Dutch.
I think it's Dutch. It sounds screwy enough to be Dutch.
But
do you know what they call
learn to fight.
Sudafed there or
Right.
Benadryl? It's called retard capsules. I shit you not. You know what they
It says
call?
He's drinking 117 poor fiddler.
Cool.
I almost just blurred out on that. Jesus Christ. Lost my glasses, lost the fucking thing.
Vitamin C
we
in Amsterdam is Citroen Smack.
I don't know if they're still doing it, and I apologize because I don't watch shit anymore. Fire chat.
Fireside chat. Yeah. Colin, Bronco Ride. And Jack, a Harley Day Rider.
We gotta just
And
do
Bodine 52.
we gotta do our own dual thing now that you can do the fucking thing.
It would have to be very occasional and very we
I don't
feel
mean,
like it.
I don't mean like always.
Okay, good, because it ain't gonna be a regular thing.
Glad you can do two things that easy.
Yeah, we could do a live video where you can invite somebody in.
Sorry about the live video the night. We had no idea that the two mics were gonna fuck it up that bad.
Yeah, the echo effect on the other
That was horrible.
when we were walking. Yeah, sorry about that.
I watched that a couple days ago. Oh my god, we couldn't watch it.
I should probably take it back down.
I-
Since I started making videos again recently, with his trip and all, I've lost like 7 subscribers. Not like I care. I make like $100 every 2 months.
Family Dollar has SOS soap, steel wool called tampons.
Hey, boat parking in Amsterdam is Bootsvarten. It looks like Bootsvarten to us. It's Bootsvarten. But yeah, something like that. Anyway, I'm part Dutch too. So go figure. Anyway, I wish you all well. Sláinte to every one of you. If you have lasted this long through the video, get a life.
You got 9 people watching.
9 people are
8
watching.
not counting me. I'm probably
My God. Oh, wait. I'm going to end on a joke. Okay.
Your face?
Anyway, kid comes home from school, finds his mother cheating with some dude. Kid doesn't want to interrupt, so he hides himself in the closet. As the mother and this dude are doing it, father comes home. So the dude jumps in the closet to hide. So he's sitting in the closet, and all of a sudden out of the darkness he hears, pretty dark in here, isn't it? He says, yeah, it is. Kid says, I want you to buy my baseball bat. Guy says, what? Buy my baseball bat? I don't want to buy your baseball bat. If you don't buy my baseball bat, I'm going to tell my dad. All right, fine. How much you want for it? $1,000. $1,000? That's highway robbery. I'll tell my dad. All right, fine. I'll buy your baseball bat. So, 2 weeks later, dad says to the kid, let's go out and play ball. I'll throw you some pitches. You can hit with the bat. Kid says, I don't have the bat anymore, Dad. He says, you don't have the bat? What happened to it? I sold it. Well, how much did you make? $1,000. Oh my God, you made $1,000 off it? You're taking advantage, people. This is wrong. This is evil. I got to take you to church and clean your act up. So he goes to the church. He says, you get in that confessional and you confess your sins, you greedy so-and-so. Kid goes in. Priest slides a thing. Kid goes, pretty dark in here, huh? The priest goes, don't start that shit again. I love that one. That's a good one. Anyway, I leave you on that. Sláinte to all. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, night, wherever you are. I hope you're well, and I hope you're happy.
Yep.
And if you're not happy, I hope you find a way to be happy. You'll find a way to be happy. I'm just kidding. This is not a way to happiness. So thank you, guys.
Anyways, rock out with your cock out if you can.
We'll talk to you all later, and thank you very much. Stay safe.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
How do you turn this damn thing off?